Please join us in singing our opening hymn, It Came Upon the Midnight Clear, number 244. Please stand as you are willing and able. It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth to all goodwill, from heaven the news we bring. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. Still through the cloven skies they come, with peaceful wings unfurled, and still their heavenly music floats o'er all the weary world. Above its sad and lonely plains they bend on hovering wing, and every o'er its babble sounds the blessed angels sing. But with the woes of war and strife the world has suffered long, beneath the angel strain have rolled 2,000 years of wrong. And we who fight the wars hear not the love song which they bring, or hush the noise of battle strife and hear the angels sing. For lo, the days are hastening on, by prophet bards foretold, when with the ever-circling years comes round the age of gold, when peace shall over all the earth its ancient splendors fling, and the whole world give back the song which now the angels sing.
Thank you. Be seated and welcome.
Good morning. I'm Bill Brock, your celebrant this morning.
I'm the Reverend Meredith Garman, minister to this congregation.
Welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Des Moines. A special welcome to our visitors. For those of you on Zoom, thanks for tuning in, and please be sure your mic is muted. If you're here with children, there is childcare, or feel free to keep them seated with you, or utilize our play area in the back.
Our custom is to begin with a grounding in place and time. Take a moment to bring awareness to this place.
This land where we gather has been home to humans for 12,000 years, starting with the people of woodland culture, and later the Iowa, Sauk, and Meskwaki. Other animals, such as the passenger pigeon, extinct since 1914, once flew over these lands. As we enter this space, the ghosts of humans and other animals past are among us. We are called to join in the work of education, reparation, and healing for all species.
And now bring awareness to our location in time, in the rhythms of nature.
Today is the first Sunday of winter. The moon is at third quarter and will be new on December 30th. On the Christian calendar, today is the fourth and final Sunday of Advent, a time of anticipation, expectation, and reflection for something new, for the coming of love made flesh to dwell among us. Our Unitarian Universalist tradition teaches that love is made flesh and dwells among us in every act of caring. By long-standing tradition, we set aside December 25 to particularly celebrate this fact. And in preparation for that celebration, the Advent season invites us to reflect on the incarnations of love in our lives and how we can participate in a new birth of compassion and kindness for the fourth Sunday of Advent. The theme is love.
And now some announcements.
For newcomers in our congregation who may be curious to learn a little bit more about us, every first Sunday of the month we have a curiosity conversation after the service. The next one will be on January 5th, just a few minutes after the end of the service in the back of our auditorium sanctuary.
This year's curriculum for spiritual growth and learning is sketched in the thematic ministry flyer available on the back table and in the basket. Well, yeah, there's a basket up there. Our theme for December is awe and wonder. Our connection circles are exploring that theme. If you're new here, you can sign up for a connection circle. Sign-up sheets are on the wall in the back corner. And awe and wonder booklets are available in the basket just outside the doors there.
The minister's discretionary fund allows our minister to extend the congregation's generosity to our financially struggling neighbors. To contribute to that fund, you can grab a marked envelope from the back table, put your contribution in that envelope, and drop it in the offering basket when it comes around.
And now we light our chalice.
We dedicate our chalice today to the first of the Unitarian Universalist principles, our covenant to affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of every person and every being. And as we light our chalice, we also light all four of our Advent candles. The first purple one signifies hope. The second purple one signifies peace. The third candle, the pink one, signifies joy. And the final purple one signifies love. Please join with me in the chalice lighting words from Albert Schweitzer. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us.
We are a people of covenant, not of creed, and we express our covenant in our denomination's bylaws, our bond of union, our mission, and our relational covenant. Today, please join me in affirming our congregation's mission. We covenant together to advance our mission, to love radically, grow ethically and spiritually, and serve justly. And now our sung invocation, words on the screen.
This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace from lands afar and mine. For other lands have sunlight too and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace from their land and for mine.
Please join in the responsive reading, number 621 in your hymnal. I will read the non-italicized parts, and you will read that in italics. They told me that when Jesus was born, a star appeared in the heavens above the place where the young child lay. It was a wonderful miracle, part of a long ago story foretelling an uncommon life. When I was older and believed in science and reason, I believed the story of the star explained. The star explained became the star understood for Jesus, for Buddha, for Zarathustra. Who knows what it may foretell? And now the choir anthem, African Noel.
Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing we all Noel. Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing we all Noel. Sing Noel, sing Noel, Noel, Noel. Sing we all 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 Noel. Sing Noel. Sing Noel. Sing Noel. Noel, 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 Noel. I'm Ann Mowry, Pastoral Care Associate for our congregation. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. You're invited to call upon the pastoral care team if you're going through any significant transition in your life, just to talk it over. Reach out to us at pastoralcareteam@ucdsm.org. You can always request assistance, volunteer to provide it, or submit a joy or sorrow through the Caring Community page on our website, or by speaking to me or any member of the pastoral care team. Losses come in many shapes and forms. Hold yourselves gently and extend a hand or hug to those who are struggling. We didn't have any joys or sorrows shared with us this week, but we know they are too common emotional companions this season. Let us remember those among us whose hearts are heavy with grief or pain. Let us embrace those for whom the holidays bring loneliness or sadness, as well as those who exude joy. There is room here for all of it. Let us share together now the names of anyone we know who could use some special care and attention. We may call the name out loud or type it in the chat. As we share these names, may the love of this community hold them all.
Dear Spirit of love, we have lit your candle, the candle of love, on this fourth Sunday of Advent. We know love is continuously becoming flesh and dwelling among us, in the birth of every beloved child, and in every act of caring and kindness. Yet this is the time of year that we, by convention, direct our attention to celebrate that fact, the fact that thou, love, art born, and born again and again, and that thou art what saves us. The Advent season invites us to grow toward this celebration of love, to grow into that celebration over several weeks, preparing ourselves, deepening our appreciation of the message. We have lit again today, as we first did 3 weeks ago, the purple candle of hope, the assurance that it matters what we do. Even if it doesn't matter in quite the ways that we intended, it matters that we did intend something, and we did act on that intent. This is hope. We have lit again today, as we first did 2 weeks ago, the purple candle of peace, the acceptance that comes to us when we let go of attachment to results. We offer up to the world what we are, we do what we can, and then leave it up to the world what to make of it. This is peace. We have lit again today, as we first did last week, the pink candle of joy. For out of hope and peace emerges joy, which comes from connecting with something beyond ourselves, whether something higher or something wider. Happiness is a passing mood, but joy may abide even in the midst of sadness. And now, as the culmination of Advent, we have lit the purple candle of love. And the greatest of these is love. For love is the fruition of hope, peace, and joy, yet also the ground from which hope, peace, and joy grow in an ever-widening virtuous cycle. We read this week the recently released data indicating that drug overdose deaths in the U.S. fell 3% from 2022 to 2023, and U.S. traffic fatalities continued to decline despite a rise in total vehicle miles traveled. In the most recent count, which ended in August 2023, the adult obesity rate in the U.S. has declined. And in September, FBI analysis confirmed a double-digit decline in the U.S. murder rate. At the same time, there is war and injustice in the Middle East, in Ukraine, in Myanmar and Sudan. And the numbers of people hungry have stayed flat for the last 3 years at about 733 million undernourished, about 1 in 11 people, every 11 people on the planet. May we attend to suffering, wherever it is, for in that attention is liberation. Let us delight in what is good, confront what is cruel, and heal what is broken. Amen.
May the light of our community shine on the broken places of the world, and may we not look away when we are needed. We light 3 candles, one for the joys and sorrows shared aloud, one for those shared in writing, and one for those held silently among us. For all of these, we now observe a minute of silence.
We come now to the offering, recalling again the first principle, the inherent worth and dignity of every person. The offering, then, is gratefully given and gratefully received. In the spirit of gratitude, I mention now 3 items from our gratitude bulletin board in Griffin Hall. Thanks to Lynn George for her presidency of Unity Circle in the coming year and organizing women around the table. Thanks to all the hospitality team leaders who coordinate folks to greet, usher, and bring and serve snacks and clean up every Sunday. Thanks to Janice Hawkins for ongoing coordination of our caring ministry. This morning's offering is gratefully given and gratefully received.
Good morning. Merry Christmas. Today we're having our Christmas pageant.
Wait, what? We haven't had any Christmas pageant rehearsals.
We have not.
We haven't cast any of the characters.
We'll just have to cast as we go.
How is that going to turn out?
We don't know.
Are we just gonna ask anyone who wants to take a part to just take one?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So let's do this.
As our story unfolds, we'll pause at various points to ask for Mary's and Joseph's and
Wait, what if we have more than one person who wants to be Mary or more than one Joseph?
in this Christmas pageant, we can have multiple Marys, up to 4 of them.
All of them virgins?
Or none of them virgins. That is not our business.
Right, of course. And they will simply be acting the parts of young unmarried women, which is what the word translated as virgin actually meant.
We'll have Marys, and we'll have Josephs, and we'll have goats, sheep, cows, and horses. We'll have angels and shepherds and wise folk. And before it's over, we expect more actors than we have audience. So children, listen up. If there's a part you want to play that is announced, it's very important that you raise your hand high and stand up, because our helpers will be looking for you. We want to make sure that children get first dibs on the parts.
One more point. Do we even have a script?
I've got the story right here. I'll tell the story And those who choose can get in costume and embody their parts. But no one has any speaking lines, so there are no lines to learn.
So you'll just tell the story and people will act it out.
That's the plan.
Do you think they'll do it?
I am somewhat familiar with this crowd. I suspect they will.
Okay. But do you remember last year where I talked about how scholars have determined that that line about no room in the inn is a mistranslation? Because there was no inn and there was no stable. The new translations say there was no place in the guest room.
Yes, but no stable, but there were animals in a manger. The story has been amended to reflect all that.
As I was saying, the children get first dibs on the parts. But don't worry, grown-ups, there are plenty of roles for you too. Once you've chosen for a part, we'll ask you to head over to our helpers to be outfitted with your costumes while the congregation sings the carols listed in your order of service.
So think carefully about what part you want to play. You can only play one part per pageant, you know. So ask yourself, are you feeling in a goat mood this year? Or maybe a horse, or a shepherd. Maybe this is the year that you are angelic.
Or a wise magi.
Or Joseph.
Or Mary.
We'll see.
Please say with me our unison chalice extinguishing words on the screen. As we extinguish the flame on our chalice, we ignite it inside ourselves. Our commitment to our mission and to one another is an unquenchable flame. Until we again relight this flame, we remain together in spirit.
And I heard him exclaim ere he rode out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.